Hey guys, I'm back with another tutorial. This time it's how to style a Kakashi wig. Thank you again to Epic Cosplay Wigs for sponsoring this video. Without further ado, let's get started. For Kakashi, I used a Helios in silvery gray. So to start off, I'm just putting on the wig and getting it adjusted. First, I cut a straight line across the top of my eyes so I'm able to see, and since Kakashi has a leaf headband to cover his forehead, it won't really matter how the front of the bangs look. Next, I'm bringing back fibers up to start my spiking process. I hold up the area I want to stay up and use the Got2b hairspray to keep it in place, and use the blow dryer to speed up the drying process. Kakashi has a ton of spikes that move towards the left of his head, so I'm gonna bring a bunch of the wig fibers up and hairspray in that direction. You don't really need to worry about how the wig looks at the moment, because right now I'm just setting up the base so I have my spikes up there. Next, I'm putting on my headband so I can know how the hair will sit and what fibers should go where. Now I'm moving the front bangs that I cut earlier to the top to join the other spikes, and making sure I'm super careful because if I move too much of it, my forehead will show, but Kakashi's forehead is covered. And now I'm just adjusting the different sections to my preference using my hairsprayer and blow dryer. The wig fibers may fall down, but don't worry about it, just keep hairspraying it and it will stay up. Then I move on to the sideburns, cutting them so they look more natural and not too long. Make sure that when you cut, you use an upward cutting motion so that the layers don't look choppy. Kakashi's sideburns reach to just below his ear, so I'm doing just that. And I'll do the exact same thing to the other side. Now is the big part of finalizing Kakashi's spikes. I messed around with the wig for a while to see what I liked and what I didn't, what I felt was too long, and what spikes need to be grouped together. For all the spikes, I used my Gatsby hair gel, specifically the pink one that's used for spiking. Whenever I use Gatsby, I use it on the ends of the spikes to make a sharp point using the pinch and twist method, which means I pinch the end of the spike with the gel and I twist it to make a sharp point. And as you can see, I've started spiking from the right side, making my way over to the left. And I continue to use the hairspray to keep the fibers in place and using the blow dryer to dry it super fast. And you don't have to copy my spikes exactly, just go with whatever you think looks best on yours. Then I started refining the spiky area that points downwards next to the left of his headband. And I cut it carefully to make it shorter because I felt it was too long. Using the same method with the Gatsby, the pinch and twist. From there I work my way up, making more individual spikes to give the wig definition, using my Gatsby to make defined spikes and using my scissors to cut strands of fiber I felt were too long or were just out of place. Ta-da! Now on to the back. The back of Kakashi's hair is short, so I'm just cutting the wig down to replicate that. Do your best to cut in an upward motion. Now here you can see I'm hairspraying the whole entire wig. I'm doing that so I freeze it in place to keep the structure. I'm using my blow dryer at a distance to make sure the air pressure doesn't blow something away out of place. Next, I took the wig off so I could see what I'm doing as I cut the back. Since the wig is super long, I just cut straight across, and after that, I start doing random cuts using upward and downward motions. I'm doing this so that the wig doesn't look choppy. If I cut straight across, there would be random squares on the wig, and that wouldn't look too good. And then I kept doing that continuously at any parts that I felt were choppy looking or looked off. Now I put the wig back on so I can finish finalizing the rest of the back and cutting anything I felt was too long. And putting the headband back on to check if the back looks okay with it on. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching the tutorial, and please make sure to check out Epic Cosplay Wigs. Thank you.